What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Stimulate here, back with another Legends of Runeterra video for you all. And today we're going to be highlighting a deck that I got off the Decks of Runeterra featured on the homepage from a user called Starcos. I believe that's how the name would be pronounced. And it's lovingly named Horny Dragon Aggro off of the signature card that is built around, which is the Horns of the Dragon. And yeah, this card is bonkers. It's absolutely hilarious when you are able to get this combo going. And we'll just go ahead and start from the bottom here at the list and then kind of work our way up and talk about the finishing combo. So with this deck, you are obviously an aggro deck, but you're going to be kind of falling behind, most likely on board, unless your opponent is really, really struggling. Because you're eventually just going to be holding cards instead of proactively trying to swarm the board, waiting to finish them off with a big combo there at the end. So we play a few cheap spells, the Elixir of Wrath to bump up the Horns of the Dragon in combination with Kato the Arm, and we play Ghost to potentially just slide under our opponent's blockers and just one round KO them potentially, and then play the 1 mana 2/1 Legion Saboteur. When it attacks, it pings the enemy nexus for 1, and this card is super good for just getting that early cheap chip damage to wear down the opponent and potentially save up for our combo finisher there at the end on like turn 5 or 6, depending on how nutty your draw is. If you get like a Shiraza opportunity instead of a Horns of the Dragon opportunity. And then we play the Crimson Disciple Imperial Demolitionist combo here, both 2-drops, both 2/3s. This one, when she survives damage, she deals 2 to the enemy nexus, and then she pings one of your creatures to deal 2 damage to the enemy nexus. So if you play Imperial Demolitionist effect on Crimson Disciple, you're pinging your opponent for 4 damage, and that is absolutely disgusting chip damage to get, especially in a deck like this that's just looking to get one big finishing attack. And so yeah, that's obviously why we play it. We want to ping down as much as possible. We can abuse this with MF, with all the MF that's running around. We can abuse this with blocking and getting extra chip damage in when they play their MF. And yeah, it's super efficient card, especially with all the stuff that you'll be seeing on ladder. So play it, it's great. And then we play 3 House Spider. The list originally only played 2 House Spider and 2 Deny and 1 of the Crimson Aristocrat, I believe it's called. Let's go ahead and look that up. Crimson Aristocrat. If I can spell it. So yeah, the Crimson Aristocrat. I played 1 of these. It's 2 mana 2/2. Play, deal 1 damage to an ally and grant it +2/+0 permanently. And I felt like this card was pretty slow, especially as a 1-of. I mean, I'm sure there are fringe opportunities where you get like a ton of value out of this card, but ultimately it's just a 2 mana 2/2, and with all the aggro running around and all the scout mid-range kind of stuff running around as well, I felt like just having an extra House Spider's 2 mana 2/2 and a 1/1 for the same cost, it's just better. So we went with this instead, and then I completely cut out the denies because I felt like they were pretty much a dead card with what we're facing on the ladder. Most of the high value spells that people are going to be playing are at burst speed, and we play 3 Twin Disciplines, which essentially, and we're playing the Spirit's Refuge, like I said, so we have, I'd say, enough combat tricks to deny anything obviously outside of vengeance. Like if people are going to be grasping, we can play around that with Twin Disciplines, Spirit's Refuge potentially, to avoid getting one of our creatures wiped off the board. So I felt like the deny was kind of, it was just clunky for what we were trying to do, especially when we're trying to keep up with all these other fast decks. So cut those out, cut out the Crimson Aristocrat, bumped up the House Spider count, Spirit's Refuge. So that's where we're at with the list, and we can keep going down. Transfusion is great, obviously, to keep other creatures alive. You can do cheeky stuff with pumping up the Crimson Disciple to get a good block, get extra damage in. Obviously, you can keep your combo pieces alive later in the game if you have a couple of these in hand and just want to obviously bait your opponent in trying to use the removal, and then you can use Transfusion to buff up whichever piece of the combo you need to just get that lethal. So great card. Play the Might, because in case we can't draw the Kato the Arm, we need obviously the Overwhelm effect in order to get that 1-round KO damage. And then we play the Shadow Assassin so that We have chump blockers, but we can also find our combo pieces because eventually we are gonna, like I said, be falling behind on board most likely, and we want to, dig deeper for our combo pieces. And this is perfect because it's elusive, and we can also get a little bit of chip damage to potentially get that finishing hit, like we've been saying. So, twin disciplines, we covered that a little bit. +3 to health, +3 to +3 to attack or HP. Very good card. Just enables us to potentially push through for that extra damage for the win there. So that's obviously why we play it. We play Zed, our only champion, just because he's really good, as evidenced by the amount he's played in these type of archetypes like aggro or just mid-rangey kind of bannerman stuff, or the standalone thing I'm sure people are familiar with the very, very near end of the beta there. He's a little bit worse now because of the 3-mana 4/4, the bane of Zed's existence. It's pretty disgusting. There's a lot of times where you drop a Zed and they drop a 3-mana 4/4 and they completely neutralize your attack right there on the spot. They just like neuter you instantly. And I mean, yeah, it's kind of how it goes. Well, I mean, obviously, unless you have a transfusion or might in hand, but yeah, you live and die by the blade, I guess. And then we have 2 Shiraza. We kind of talked about that. It's like our alternate win con with the combo. She's only a 2 of because she's more susceptible to obviously grasp and other types of removal. So obviously still really good, and if we need her in a pinch, like we'll take it anytime. So that's why she's there. Super solid card and great in this combo archetype. And then we talked about the Spirit's Refuge. Burial Lifesteal can help us chump out the aggro matchup, chump out the kind of scouts or bannerman Demacia stuff that's floating around, and potentially let us survive long enough to where we can finish them off with our combo here, which we will talk about right now. Kato the Arm here, the 5-mana 5/4 support, give my supported ally +3/+0, and Overwhelm. This is the card that, along with Might, enables this combo to be possible, and it's just disgusting. It used to be a 5-mana 5/3, which was far inferior compared to what it is now. I mean, it's hard to really emphasize the incredible difference that 1 HP makes there, but it makes it dodge so many different types of removal potentially. So super solid card, and in this archetype it's just hilariously disgusting. And then we play the Horns of the Dragon, the bread and butter of this combo. So when you buff this up, and it's attacking, it's absolutely disgusting. It one-shots pretty much anything that is standing in its way, and then the next hit can obviously potentially kill your opponent. And if you like chip down your opponent's creatures enough, then ideally anything that they have on the board is chipped down to the point where not only they're not surviving, but the first hit and the second hit combined just one-shot your opponent, which happens pretty often. So yeah, disgusting card, disgusting combo, super fun, and that's pretty much all we have to say about the deck. A little bit awkward. Apparently my OBS was muted during the recordings of all this, so unfortunately I'll be muted, but if you pay attention to the gameplay, unfortunately you won't be able to hear why I'm making the decisions I'm making, which is unfortunate. I apologize for that. That's really awkward, but I mean, most of the games I included today are just to highlight the deck and like how it operates towards the end game and what you're looking for. So yeah, just keep that in mind, and if you stick around to watch the gameplay, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you liked what you saw and you like what you're looking at. So feel free to just give me a shout if there's anything you want to say, and have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.
without a sound. Cut the breath from them. They follow the wrong master.
The dark beckons.
There's a chill in the air.
It is me!
I've always got your back.
Don't worry about me.
Punch it! Ha-ha! I give you muscles!
Stay back.
Don't duck on my account. For this! We're gonna need more coffins. Do not deny me.
You cannot escape.
I am the claim what is ours. Looking at him. Seize control. Hello, love.
In the field, you call me commander.
They thought we wouldn't fight back.
They'll never see me coming!
I am a true master.
No one's the wiser.
I'll burn for all time.
Who's on top of the bounty board today? Don't stand in my way.
Time to get rich.
The Order rewards its faithful.
Pressure's worth at least twice as much.
Light falls. Make it worth my while. Son of a...
Slow down, will you? Nice pose.
If they don't break, they'll burn. For the glory of Noxus.
Set the hooks!
I am the blade in the darkness.
Clear it out!
what is ours.
I fight for the fallen!
All right, let's mess some folks up. What time is it?
Banish the unworthy!
They thought we wouldn't fight back.
My shield is yours.
They followed the wrong master. I have many faces.
I give you masters!
They will all.
The spirit gives to those who listen.
It's killing time! We'll bring peace to Ionia, whatever the cost.
Going to be a catastrophe!
We spoke about this.
I thought you'd never ask.
Go time! I give you masters!
No sweat. Charge!
Kato.
No way!
Explosives primed. Moving into sight. Damn it! Oh, I can't wait. I've got your back! Protect and strike. Silent as death. I'm one of the good guys, but not that good. I will play my part.
Alright, let's mess some folks up.
show you what I can do.
For king and country!
Remember the objectives. Make the Empire proud. Let's get a good look at you. Is that all?
The dragon speaks through me.
Night falls.
We fight for those who cannot. It is me!
Honor guide me.
Come here, darling. Love ya.
Smell that? A fight's a cooking!
Wisdom is strength.
They cannot hide. Shield up!
Taste the glory! Fear is the first of many foes. Nausea will prevail.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is all that we have for this particular deck tech. And like I said before, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe if you liked what you saw. It really helps me out. I appreciate any support you can show for the channel. And if there's anything you'd like to see on the channel, please feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know, and I will be sure to consider featuring in the channel. I most likely will if you leave a comment. So yeah, just feel free to let me know your thoughts. And that's going to be it. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you next time.